Welcome back to another episode of the Liverpool post-match review show for the Armchair Pundits. Liverpool have lost 3-2 at Old Trafford to Man United, and we've now lost both home and away to Man United for the first time in over a decade. And sometimes you say when things go bad to worse, it just isn't great. Well, that's what's happened this season. That first half performance was absolutely disastrous. I was watching it with family, and a lot of those family members were Man United fans. So it wasn't great. My brother was there, my brother-in-law was there, my mother-in-law was there, Man United fans, and they were really enjoying the fact that we were 2-0 down at halftime. And it was deserved. Much deserved to be 2-0 down. But before I go any further, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and hit the notification button. See, as I said, we've lost 3-2. And I was not enjoying it in the first half. I'll be honest. I said, as soon as it went 2-0, I said, it's game done. I know people say, how can you not have faith in the team, etc., etc. But I'm going from experience of this season. Any other season, I would say we've still got a chance. It's in Liverpool. We do comebacks. But this season, we've won one game in the Premier League after conceding first. One. So I had no hope, no belief that we would come back and win the game. Can we draw a game after going behind? Yeah, we can. We can. Did I think we could draw today? I'll be honest, I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going to lose a 2-0, as most people will. It's not a big claim. So after going 1-0 down, not long after, we'll go 2-0 down. Some will say sour grapes. Some will say it's inconclusive. But to me, that's a handball. Tesco handballs it. On the replays, you see it. It's weird. There's like a purple bit on the ball, and then you see his hand just touch the ball, and his hand moves because he's touched the ball. Does it make a big difference? No, because we managed to get back to 2-2. But it's still another situation where VAR this season has messed us up. A lot of the first half performance is our own fault. I won't deny that. I mean, I would like to get those decisions right. Like I said, I was sitting there watching with Liverpool fans, Man United fans, and they were adamant that I was seeing things and that it wasn't clear and obvious. And it's cool. It wasn't clear and obvious. I will be honest and say it wasn't clear and obvious, but I still think it was a handball. And I still think the goal should be been disallowed upon review because they reviewed it. Because they had already reviewed it, the clear and obvious is out the window because the clear and obvious is the reason to actually review it. You don't then review it and say, okay, we'll leave it as it is because it's not actually clear and obvious. You've actually watched it now, so you've taken away the clear and obvious, in my opinion. So I think the second goal should have been ruled out, and we should have been only 1-0 down. But listen, we weren't good enough. We got back to 2-2, made it void, made it not a real issue. And listen, I said it earlier, when it rains, it pours. I didn't say it at the start of the pod, but another injury. Isak, you expect this after being out 4 or 5 months. Isak has a groin injury. And we go into this game, we play this game without Isak, without Ekatike is done for the season, without Salah done his hamstring last week. So that's why, when I kept saying, I don't think we're going to win this game today after going 2-0 down, the firepower for me wasn't there. It just wasn't there. But listen, they surprised me. They surprised me by coming back into the game and getting to 2-2. But listen, I've gone too far ahead. Let's discuss that first half performance. And you guys will say, and you guys will know, that's a first half performance we've seen many, 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 many times this season. And I say it so many times, when is it going to end? When are we going to start a game like we really want to win the game? When are we going to start a game on top in terms of pressure? We have so much of the football and do nothing with it. Again, today, you look at the stats. First half stats. Man United had 38% possession, we had 62%. What did we do with it? Nothing. Because we were 2-0 down by the end of the first half. Expected goals, 1.47 to our 0.15. They had 8 shots, we had 4. They had 3 on target, we had 1. 2 big chances, they missed 1. We had no big chances. But all of that doesn't matter because at the end of the half-time, the score said 2 Man United, 0 Liverpool. And I sat there hoping we can make a change, we can do something to liven up these players. But nothing. Credit to the players, because they came out with more urgency, with more energy. Man United made a sub, and thankfully for us, that sub messed up. You always taught as a kid, and I'm sure he's been told and taught, you never play across the pitch. It's normally across the defense, the penalty box, but still across the halfway line, still is just as bad. And Ahmad, I don't know if he doesn't see him or if he just mistimes the pass, doesn't get the right connection. It goes straight to Szoboszlai. And Szoboszlai, our player of the season by a country mile, he gets the ball just in our half. And he drives, and he drives, and he drives. And I'm thinking, well, where's he going from here? Is he going to bang it with his right foot? And I'm pretty sure, let's be honest, that's what Maguire thought, because Maguire was pushing him onto his right. But at the same time, balance wasn't right. Zobo, being the elite player he is, I won't say he's world class, but he's an elite player. The elite player he is, moved on to his left, carried on running, powerful run, and then low drive into bottom corner. Does it get a little nick? Yes, it does. Dalot isn't urgent enough, doesn't come out quick enough, and it goes to our advantage. Left-footed strike into the bottom corner, and he wheels away. Like, come on, we can still get back into this game. He showed his leadership skills. He took the ball by the horns and did it himself. And I was like, okay. I said we were gonna win, and okay, they surprised me. The boys surprised me. They've come back in emergency and they've got a goal back. Little did I know that 11 minutes later, that Lamens, credit to him in general, he's been fantastic for Man United. Can't lie. He's been a fantastic goal for Man United this season. But today he messed up. Passed the ball straight to McAllister. And listen, the goal, even though it was a mistake by them, it was a slick little move. It's one of those training ground moves where you do one-touch passing. And McAllister, one-touch pass straight to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai could be greedy. He could control it and then drag it out and then try and find a corner. But he sees. He's already looked over his shoulders. He's really scanned. He sees where the goalkeeper is. One touch, soft cushion pass to Gakpo, and Gakpo finishes it. And it's 2-2. After being under so much pressure, we found a way to get back into the game, get back to 2-2. And I'm thinking, hey, maybe. I didn't say it with much hope. But my brother-in-law was sitting and telling me, I told you, so I don't trust Man United. You were 2-0, you're 2-0 down, and you were telling me that it's over. And I was telling him it's over. That's how I felt at the time. That's how it looked at the time. Because Man United was so much better than us in the first half. So much better than us. I really showed the stats. In the second half, let's be honest, I'll show you the stats for that. It wasn't much different. Instead of 38% possession, they had 37 this time. We had 63. Expected goals went down a bit. They had 0.88. We had 0.73, so that's a bit more even. 10 shots to them, 9 for us. Shots on target, 3 for them, 4 for us. Both had one big chance. They missed theirs. We took ours. But listen, it wasn't enough. Was the second half more even? Yes, it was. But if you're taking both halves together, we didn't deserve to win today. You could argue if you want to be biased that we deserve the draw. But going on the first half performance of them being so dominant and us in the second half it being more even, us just having the ball and not doing much with it, I can't really sit here and say we deserve to win that game today. I can barely sit here and say we deserve the point. I'd have been great with a point. It would have been great with a point because it would have meant that we probably only needed one more point to secure Champions League football with the results going our favour later on this evening. But Liverpool, I don't know. Like, Slot, we know he's not going. But he really has some work to do because that is not good enough. We can't go into every game having to pull something out of the bag in the second half. We can't. I know some of you will say, we just won 3 games in a row. And yes, we have. Yes, we have won 3 games in a row. But we just lost to Man United. We just lost, let me say that again. We just lost to Man United. And they looked better than us. We're Premier League champions still. And Man United looked better than we did today. That's how far we've fallen. And that's how far Slot has dragged us. Has there been other circumstances? Yes. Has there been other things that have gone in the background? Yes. But at the end of the day, we have good players and they should have shown more. Have they adapted? No, not fully yet. So I'm not going to sit there and say they're all playing to their best ability and we're still losing. They're not. But that's the bad side of things. They need to step up. They need to prove to us that the money we paid is for 6 years and not for 1 year. I say this all the time to people that criticize, he's a flop, he's this, is that. No, yeah, you can say he's a flop initially, but we didn't sign him for 6 months. We didn't sign him for 9 months, 1 season. We signed all these players for 5, 6 years. No one is going to sit here and say, oh, we should accept, or you should accept the downfall we have now. No, we shouldn't accept it. But at the same time, we can understand it to a degree. We can look forward, look ahead, not even forward, look ahead to what could be and can be going forward. But I know some of you are sitting there saying, with Slot, there's no future. And listen, I'm inclined to agree. And yeah, another thing that's happened again today, I've said that we've lost to Man United for the first time home and away in a decade, but we've now lost 18 games this season. 18 games. The last time that happened was Brendan Rodgers' last season, and he didn't get away with it. He didn't get away with it. What happened? By October, November, Klopp was there. Klopp was there, and I would not be surprised with the trajectory of what we're seeing now that might be the case. That might be the case for Slot. If he doesn't pick it up early part of the season with new signings that he brings in, it could be a case where he's out the door in October, and we've got to pray and hope that one of the guys that we want, Alonso, is still vacant. He's still free. Not vacant. We don't want him to be vacant. We want him to be present. We've got to hope that he's free and that he still wants the job. But what can we do? We kind of know he's going to be there. There's been rumbles that the additional coach that he wanted when he signed that couldn't come because he didn't get a work permit. There's talks that he's coming this summer. Even finals to join Liverpool. That doesn't tell you that the manager's leaving. But today's performance, let's get back to that. Who could I say played well? Not many played really well. It was below par. Some people have blamed Rio. I even said at the time for the winner that Kobie Mainoo scores. Listen, this is the gift and the curse of having a 16-17-year-old playing these big games. Sometimes they're not going to go and they're a winger. Midfielders, different, because midfielders should be a battler. But when you've got a winger, sometimes they're not going to go into those challenges. Sometimes they're going to pull out of the challenge, and today it was a bit costly. I'm not sitting there saying, you cost us the defeat, Rio. You cost us the points. No, but he contributed. And so did Mac 10. McAllister, not good today. I don't know how he played 90 minutes. I would have brought on Joe Gomez and played him right back and put Jones in midfield. Thought Jones was okay. But McAllister hasn't got the legs. He hasn't. Something has happened. He's dropped off and he's just not the same guy. But listen, I've spoken enough. We've lost 3-2 at Old Trafford and I'm sick to my stomach because of it. But Aston Villa lost. So there's still hope for us to secure Champions League football. And guess what? We've got Chelsea and Aston Villa to come. Hopefully, we get the points we need from those 2 games because it's desperate. It's looking desperate. And then the players that we try to sign in the summer can be these players that we need to sign because we'll have the money for it. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you thought our player of the match was today. I haven't really given one. So I don't think anyone played that well. But one of you guys might sit around and say, no, this person played really well. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know whether you think we're going to secure top 5. Let me know your predictions for next week's game. I won't say mine now because we're going to do a show soon with all the rest of the lads, all the rest of the boys, and I'll put my prediction in there. So, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button. It's been James. Thanks for watching. Peace out.